Guys. So we're going to go ahead and dive a little bit into the demo of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 4 demo. Um, I pre-ordered this, so I do get access to it. I'm pretty excited for this game coming out. Quick second, so I can go ahead and get everybody in here. All right, now a little bit of backstory. I remember playing this, I think, in like 2002. Because I remember when the second series of Digimon came out. I remember I watched that like when I got home, because we had gone home for like Christmas break, and I got this game for Christmas, and it was oh man, it was awesome. So I'm all kinds of stoked that we are going to be getting a remaster of these, and I think this is going to be out on July 11th. Because I was actually looking for like when the demo was going to be coming out, or if you got access to it just upon the pre-order. Which, I was kind of right. It's been so long. Oh, nice! They even have they have the float.
Ow!
I was always big on Flatland, where I usually shine. Boom. Now, see, that's what we're here for, folks. Do stuff like that. Let's go. So I am hoping with the fact that this is being made that we will be getting potentially a Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2 remaster. Because I think that would be fantastic. I liked Underground probably the most just because it was like a good skateboarding story. Because, it was about a skater on the rise, you get sponsored, you become pro, and I played that game so much I thought that was literally the layout of how you become a professional skateboarder. So yeah, you go and you skate the Am City Jam in Florida, and then when you win that, you go to Hawaii, where you can pick your team, or do like a team video, and then you do so good that you end up going to Canada to eventually win pro and become pro, and then you go to Russia for some reason to do like a professional skateboard contest, and then you come back to America, and then money. That is a great skateboarding story right there. And then Underground 2, it was kind of Jackass / Viva La Bam, the video game, which I wasn't mad at, but I think it kind of it felt too silly. It felt like you were just, okay, so here's just a Jackass Tony Hawk game, which again, I'm not mad at. And then you was, about a skater coming into LA, learning about skateboarding history, all that. And they covered a lot of ground with that one. They covered Dogtown, they BMX into the game. I didn't play like Project 8 or Proving Ground just because those didn't scratch the same itch for me. Oh yeah, I didn't play a lot of Pro Skater 3, but I played enough that I know I have pretty much a good eye on the layout of what this level is. Yeah, this is just mainly exploring. Uh, like I said, I was able to get access to this since I pre-ordered it, so I definitely wanted to check it out and stream it because I want to try to stream when the full version of this game comes out, as well as Death Stranding 2, which at the time of recording, it's a couple weeks away. It'll be coming out on the 26th, and from further investigation, I will have access to it on the 23rd. So, win-win. I do like that games are starting to add the streamer kind of option for music, just to really avoid any hullabaloo. Alright, we'll go ahead and check out the other skater that came with the demo, and then we'll probably go back to the college and explore further. Oh, I don't have my bearings. There we go. Hip transfer. Let's go. So yeah, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. I know this was a very short notice stream. I had to get some of this before I go ahead and tap out for the evening. Because I just miss a good skateboarding game a la Tony Hawk. Like, Skate hits the same itch, but I don't foresee us getting Skate 4 within, like, a reasonable enough time frame. Not reasonable, but, like, a recent one. Because, like, I know they've been, like, working on the beta, they've been getting a lot of stuff in the works, which, you know, I understand. It's a lot of work to put together a game. Absolutely. But the only, like, skating games that I know of that are for, like, PS5 or, like, Session, which I was not a big fan of. And, like, I tried to play it, but it was, like, that's kind of what shied me away from, like, Proving Ground, when, like, you could slow things down and, like, do the flips. It's like, that was, like, a bit too much. That was a little bit too extra. And I think, like, that's probably why people didn't like American Wasteland, if they did, was that there was just a lot of, like, extra stuff. And I will say that, like, 4 soundtrack was just, oh man, that was just all bangers. All hits, no skips. I think there was like, AC/DC and, like, you know, bands similar to that. And yeah, guys, so at the time of when I'm streaming, um, I probably won't premiere, just because I'm going to be working, and depending on how the day goes, it'll be hard to like be able to keep an eye on the chat, be able to interact because I like talking with you guys when my videos premiere. Um, So yeah, just be sure to stay tuned. There's going to be more videos along the way. I have the AEW, final AEW clips ready to go. I just have to finish up like the details and like the uploads and descriptions and the whole nine. Boom. Yeah. And I think I even back in the day, 'cause I have a very interesting history with Pro Skater 4. So I pretty much played it to completion on the PlayStation 1, and then I had it for the PlayStation 2, I believe, or GameCube, one of the two. And I remember I just got really mad, and I think I punched the console or something like that, and it just either broke the disc or broke the console, one of the two. My console still worked after the fact, it was just that game. So, I don't know, maybe it was that Pro Skater 4. Just because, like, when you got to that next gen with Pro Skater 4, you, like, had, like, everything just looked more defined and nicer. I mean, obviously, nicer graphics, new device. Oh man. man. Like, I really wish that, like, back then games would be able to, like, track your entire progress. Like, just how many hours you spent, because, dude, if I can just total up the amount of hours I spend in Tony Hawk games, I know I at least have probably a couple hundred hours in Underground 2. Underground 1, I probably have at least several hundred. Like, for me growing up, it was always like the true crime game series, GTA, and Tony Hawk. Those are all like my constants. Probably some Pokemon too, but it was always like, by the time I was like fully entrenched in like Tony Hawk and like true crime and stuff like that, I think like they had already been putting out like Diamond and Pearl, and kind of, I had kind of fallen off a bit. The latest Poke Professor told me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. Oh. That was always my favorite part of the Tony Hawk games, was just like exploring. Like skating on the way, yes, but in terms of just seeing what the maps are, like you can find interesting stuff really hidden away. Like I remember I would spend just like hours in Tony Hawk Underground, and I would just be constantly just scaling scaling buildings, seeing what was on top. I ended up finding like a hidden half pipe that I had never seen in any of like people covering, like as far as game footage or even just talking about the game. Nobody had found this, so it was interesting. See, this is the life right here. This is the simple things that make man happy. Possibles. And smash bikes. Simple life. Hell yeah. We're breaking stuff. See, I don't have the muscle memory down quite yet. Ooh. Oh. See if I can guess special without having to look at it. There we go. Oh, sweet, new wall plant. Yeah, this game's gonna rule when it comes out. And I think I'm gonna try to do another stream of this, probably on my days off. I'll still try to do premieres, but it'll probably be at like nighttime. Just do some Tony Hawk, hype up for it. And then, of course, the Death Stranding 2 pre-order stream that'll be upon us in the coming weeks. I will be getting it on the 23rd, and it'll be coming out across the board from Sea to Shining Sea on the 26th. So we are about, what is today of recording? Today's the 8th, this time of streaming. So we have about 15 days. So just shy of 2 weeks. or more than 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm bad with numbers at this time of night. Yeah, I was able to get access to this by pre-ordering, as well as I seen that the demo was actually live and available to check out. So, you know, worked my job like a working Joe, and then came back, came home, installed, boom, we're ready to go. And at the time of streaming, expect a Elden Ring video, 5 p.m. MST tomorrow. It just won't be premiered. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in to those, throwing some likes, throwing some support for your boy. Shoutouts to Goons. Shoutouts to Jim and them. Whole 9. Live Friday. Check it out. JimandThem.com. Jim and Them Show on YouTube. Whole 9. Alright, and I think after this run, I will probably go ahead and end the stream. Because Mans is tired. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for the evening. Mans is tired, you know the drill. New video, 5 p.m., Elden Ring week, AEW clips along the way. I just have to put the descriptions and everything, you know, gussy them up, make them look nice. And yeah, I want to go ahead and tell everybody thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try to do this more on my days off. Be sure to stay tuned. Take care of yourself, drink some water, all that. You guys have a great rest of your evening.